Hello lovely human beings, it has been a minute, but today I'm very excited to bring you this video because it's been a while since we've had a focus on makeup video. And this one I'm super excited to be sharing with you because I know a lot of you were interested in affordable makeup, and I will let you guys know that I am transitioning into being more cruelty-free conscious. E.L.F reached out to me and asked if I was interested in trying out some of their products, and I asked you guys if you were interested and you said, heck yeah, I want affordable makeup. So I accepted their invitation, so thank you so much E.L.F for sending me these items, and I want to share some of my favorite finds out of the products that they sent my way. I created this very fresh-faced, rose gold, glowy, springtime look using mostly E.L.F products, and I'm going to show you guys how I achieved this look. But first I'm going to do a mini review of the products that we are talking about in this video. This guy here is the E.L.F Baked Eye Trio, and this is in the shade Peach Please. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. When I first tried this, I was not impressed because if you just go like this, it's very kind of chalky, like you don't get much pigment. The most you get pigment on is the brown color here. I personally am a fan of really creamy shades. So I didn't give this one much of a chance in the beginning, but then I had a change of heart and so did the sun, so the color is changing in this video. I decided to use a primer water with this guy and it made all of the difference, literally. What happens is it becomes extremely pigmented and smooth, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful finish, and it stays put during the day. So I particularly like to use the primer water with the rose gold color as well as the more gold neutral color here, and it really just makes the shadow pop. I also prefer to use these with my finger when applying all over the lid as well as the inner corner because you just get more pigment that way than with using a brush. And then I do use a brush, a liner brush, as well as a tapered blending crease brush with the darker shade. As mentioned, it tends to be the most pigmented just on its own and it blends nicely with everything else. But with these two, highly recommend using a primer and also recommend using your fingers. The blush palette. So this is what I've been reaching for the most out of all of the E.L.F products I received. I'm a really big fan of this color here. I find that like the murkier colors work really well with my complexion. So even though in the pan you're just like, meh, for whatever reason, I personally really love them on me. These are extremely pigmented, guys, so please take a little at a time and then work it in, or else there's no turning back because these are not the greatest when it comes to blending. But I love every single color on here, and once you use it a little and you begin to build to get the finish that you are trying to achieve, this is a really great deal. Next up, we have the Illuminating Palette. I think this only comes in one shade. There is a ton of kickback, a ton of fallout in this guy, but it's very, very smooth and creamy. The illumination of this product here is not like bam in your face, but when you put it on, you can see the finish that I've got, and you will see how it applies when we do the little makeup tutorial. I actually find that these two work great for a very light contour, and that these two are just great for highlighting wherever you want to highlight. This little bugger here I am very impressed with. This is the Lip Definer and Shaper in Natural Nude. The only problem is my cap came broken. Not a big deal, but it just doesn't stay on. So when I opened it, it flew off. The product kind of jammed into the ground. And so yeah, it's not pointy anymore. But what's cool about this is that it comes with a sharpener, so you can sharpen it right up, right from the cap. This is the nude side, which works as a highlighter. I use this on the Cupid's bow. We also have the define side in natural, so this helps line your lips, and it's a very nice, very, very neutral color, so you can use this to define your lips for pretty much any color. Lastly, we have the Runway Ready Lip Palette, and I will say that I'm not a lip palette person, but this is pretty magical. And while I will say I've only used the lighter two of the colors, for someone who has such an issue when it comes to finding nude lip colors, it's gotten better now that pretty much every company has a nude lip collection, and so there's a lot of variety out there. but it can be very tricky to find nudes. These work gorgeous. I actually layered these two today. I have not tried the darker berry colors here, but I did watch a YouTube video and they are pigmented, they are creamy, they look beautiful, and I can't wait to try these out. I feel like they're gonna complement my skin tone really, really well. And shockingly, I do not mind the brush that comes with it. Usually when the brush comes with the palette, especially for more affordable items, they aren't my favorite, but this really helps if you want to define the lips even more and make sure that everything looks even. If you're interested in trying out this look and learning how I achieve them using these e.L.F. products, please continue to watch. I think this is a great look when you just don't really want to do too much, you don't want to spend too much time, you still want to look pretty natural. Let's jump right in to the makeup tutorial. I'm taking some primer water, and what I'm gonna do is put a little bit on the side of my hand here. If you have a little dish, go ahead and do that. But I'm gonna spray some of this on my hand, and then what I'm gonna do is use my fingers. So I am going to dip a bit of this into the peachy pink color here, and straight into the product you go, and I'm gonna use my fingers to apply it all over the lid. I'm going to take the darker brown shade here and work that along the crease with the Luxie small tapered blending brush, which I think I got in my Ipsy a while ago. They have pretty good brushes for the price point. Just taking that in here and defining the eye a bit. So now that we've added a little bit of definition to the eyes, I'm going to go in with this pretty shimmery kind of, it's a gold color, but then it also has like rose gold flecks inside of it. So it's very multi-dimensional, very pretty. And I'm gonna focus this product on the inner corners of the eyes. You're gonna see how awesome this looks. So again, going in with a little primer water and just going with my finger. So I'm gonna dip it into this color here. And we're gonna go straight into the inner corner of the eye. If you can see that, I'm gonna try to show you. And it creates like a really pretty subtle ombre effect in the eye that's really brightening. Now I am taking a little dense liner brush. I'm going back and taking the peachy pink color here, and I'm gonna dab that in a bit and then go along the middle of the waterline, like just below. Again, with the darker brown, just going to very subtly line my lash line, focusing more towards the end to give my lashes more of a fuller look, but very, very fine, nothing crazy. I've gone ahead and put on some mascara just to open up the eyes even more. This is the e.L.F. Illuminating Palette. So what I'm gonna do is take a mixture of the bottom two. I'm gonna mix them up and go just along and slightly under the cheekbone, just to create like a slight contour, nothing crazy. Yeah, these colors are just so nice and subtle, very pretty. Take it to the higher points. And then we are going to dive into our e.L.F. blush palette, and these are in light colors. So this is the light palette, which for someone who's medium skin tone, this actually works wonderful on me. I will say that a little goes a very, very long way. So please be careful, start with a little bit at a time because there's no going back. These do not blend quite as easily as the illuminators in this palette here. These two shades up here are matte. The two bottom are shimmers. I'm going to take the light pink matte along with the metallic and mix these two together. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way, and I'm going to very, very gently brush on my cheeks. I'm gonna go back with the e.L.F. Illuminating Palette, and we are going to take the lighter shades now, and I do like to mix these up. This is very, very bright on me, but it actually works once you blend it out. So taking the two lighter shades, going along the bridge of the nose here. If, let's say, you were using the blush palette and it was too intense because you grabbed too much product, using this and blending it will give a really nice blurred finish. And it does kind of make your skin look really flawless. Like someone mentioned how my skin looks so perfect, and it's really not right now. I really think these products, once blended, just work really well together and do give you like that flawless finish. Yeah. And lastly, we are going to do the lips. And I will say that I'm really impressed with their lip definer and lip shaper. And this is in the shade Natural Nude. So what we're gonna do is quickly line our lips with the define side. Then we're going in with the E.L.F. Runway Ready Lip Palette, and I am so impressed with this, guys. I'm not huge on lip palettes for whatever the reason. I usually don't opt to buy them on my own, so I wasn't expecting much out of this, but here it is, and I'm going to mix the lighter two of the shades. So I'm gonna start with a bit of the brighter pink here. These both work as nudes on me, but I wanna start with this, and you'll see it's so smooth and velvety and rich and very comfortable. We're gonna go in with the super light nude in the palette, which nudes are tough on me, but this one really works. I haven't even played with the other colors, but I watched this girl's YouTube video using it and they were all stunning. The last step is going to be using the nude side of the lip definer and shaper, and this works as a highlighter as well. I'm just gonna take this to my Cupid's bow to really accentuate this area. See how pretty that is? And you can also take it on the lip if you wanted to make your lips look poutier in the center here. So here is the finished look. And I think it's really gorgeous and totally wearable for everyday wear. It is very glowy and shimmery, but it's very natural looking at the same time. This look is super easy to achieve. You don't need much. Each product is under $8, which is phenomenal. And once you just learn to use them correctly and how they work against your skin texture, I think you will be really, really pleased with them. I will be leaving links to each of these products down below. I do receive a small commission if you do purchase any of these products using the direct links down below. So if you'd like to buy it directly through there, great. If not, totally fine. Even though E.L.F. sent me these products, this is my honest review and my honest opinion, and I think they are pretty darn great for being so affordable. Leave any questions or comments you may have down below, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.